here, just let's just watch some of the good liars speaking to some of Trump rally dupes.
So it's got Donald Trump's mugshot and never surrender, right?
Yes.
But that is when he surrendered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cognitive dissonance. We're dealing with a bunch of people that have merchandise that says never surrender. Merchandise of their dear leader, the felon, the convicted felon, the tax cheat, the rapist, the goddamn threat to national security, the Putin puppet con man who wants to be a dictator. That guy who had to surrender. They have a picture of him, his mugshot, him literally surrendering, that says never surrender. If that's not cognitive dissonance meets the Dunning-Kruger effect, I don't know what is.
The perfect shirt for you, and I got it for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So it's this shirt here, and it just says surrender.
Surrender, Dorothy. I'm voting for the convicted felon. Is just reading it for the people on the audio. What the fuck? What is that? Oh, it's something that you attach to your pants that makes it look like Trump is giving you a piggyback ride? He should turn it around. He should turn around, right? Have the doll facing the other way.
Who would you like to be Trump's VP pick?
I think his absolute best pick would be Marco Rubio.
Who is the Trump VP pick that you'd like to pick?
Unbelievable.
Candace Owens.
Oh, might be okay with
Candace
any
Owens.
of them.
What
Any
a
of them?
clown
Yep.
show.
Have you seen the list? Because there are some out there names on there. Yeah. Doug Burgum,
Yes, Burgum would be wonderful.
Marjorie Taylor Greene,
Why? It's not. It's a
General Michael Flynn,
it's a reality show.
Mike Lindell,
Yeah, probably.
Kanye West.
If he's conservative, I'm not sure what his values are. I know he's run for president before.
Hulk Hogan.
What's conservative
I don't know.
at this point? They're not conserving anything. They're not conservatives. They're radicals. And I know that's why you heard last night at the debate Trump calling Democrats radicals. Let's listen to these assholes.
I'd go with it.
If Donald Trump picked Hulk Hogan, you'd support him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trump has good judgment, and he will pick the right person.
If he picked Kanye West, you'd be fine with it?
Yep.
He's got
Trump's
good
going to
judgment.
pick a VP. Who would you like his VP to be?
JFK.
JFK? JFK Jr.?
Well, they're saying he possibly.
Look at these fucking idiots with their flags, right? What do I say all the time? They wrap themselves in the veneer of flags and eagles and stars because the actual patriotism is so beyond their capacity. It's so out of their reach that it's confusing to them. They think that actual patriotism is woke. It's too woke. They think freedom is too woke. You know, you can only be free in the constraints that they prescribe for you, in the boundaries that they lay out. Then you're free, see? You know, you're free to be exactly like them. Illiterate, ill-read, dumb, angry, stupid, hateful, unpatriotic. That's what they are. You know, I don't care how many stars you have on your shirt. You're like, that's what they remind me of. They remind me of closet cases. You know, who are hyper masculine. They're like, ooh, you know, I can't wait to give it to that girl, right? And then you find out that they're, you know, down at the local, you know, bathhouse. It happens all the time. Because they hate themselves, and not everybody, of course. That's why but that's why they scream and yell, and they go after gays who are not sick. You know, they're not self-loathing. They have the courage to live an authentic life. They hate that. It's too tempting for them. So they want everybody to be as sick and self-loathing as they are. But the same thing with this patriotic. What are you patriotic about? They hate America. They think it sucks. Right? I mean, they're wearing their hats, their stars, their eagles, their friggin' red, white, and blue. What? Well, somebody should ask them, what is patriotism to you? Well, it's freedom. Freedom to do what? Freedom to live your authentic life. Freedom to form a legal marriage contract with somebody of the same peepee or not. You know, what business is it of yours? They have no answer, of course. When I was down at the courthouse when Trump was first arrested in New York for being, for falsifying documents to cover up a payment to a porn star he had sex with while his third trophy wife was home recovering from childbirth, and then, of course, elevating that to a felony by an illegal in-kind contribution to his campaign. That's really why I had it all written down, but that's really why, he was found guilty by our fellow citizens in our jury system that the founders and so many others fought, bled, and died to create, to entrust to us. Everybody, all those men who died on the beaches of Normandy, they didn't die so Donald Trump could be a dictator for a day. They didn't die so, they died for freedom. What is freedom, though, to these idiots? Because they hate freedom. These are the ones that are like, you can't say climate change while your communities are feeling the effects of climate change. But this is what they are. You understand? I'm so sick of them. That's why when I called my senators, and what would I say to them? I was like, I'm just sick of them. The Supreme Court is out of control. It's an absolute disgrace that, for example, last night at the debate, they're talking about that Democrats want to kill babies. But what they're really saying is they hate women. You understand? So when they say that, because that's what Trump, the asshole, the con man, was saying, that a woman can go in the 9th month and then they put the baby on the table and say, we'll see what we can do with it. What they're saying is that women are evil. And they're justifying, and that's what they think, though. You understand? That's why they need to control women. This is the same old shit that women have dealt with for the entire length of Western civilization. These religious fanatics who hate themselves, who are fucked up because they're fucked up sexually. These are the ones that are beating themselves with, what do they call them? Well, wearing the fucking hair shirts. These are the people that are dictating to us. It's like that Nazi he's a proud incel. They all hate women. They all hate women, and that's what it's about. Controlling women because you can't trust women. That's what they're saying. A woman might walk into a doctor's office one day and say, I carried this pregnancy for 8.5 months. Kill it. And, okay. And then everybody's going to be like, all right, well, let's get to work here, killing the baby. And some of them believe it. Of course they believe it. Like Joseph Goebbels said, well, if you're going to make a lie, make it a big one. By its mere outrageousness, of course, the idiots will believe any lie that comes out of the asshole's lie hole. But others are like, oh, that's crazy. But and that's the other thing, that when, Joe Biden last night was like, nobody wants late-term abortion. Here's the thing. Keep your fucking mind, you keep your nose out of it. The reason there should be abortion with no restrictions is exactly because of what I'm saying. If a woman needs an abortion, a late-term abortion, it's because something is catastrophically wrong. There's a big problem. It's very rare. It's less than 1%. because women don't carry pregnancies for 8.5 months and say, kill it. That's not who women are. But that's what Republicans want people to think. And I really wish the Democrats would push back like that, unapologetically. Say, you're just so insulting. You're so despicable. Trying to say, basically, that women are evil. And if somebody needs a late-term abortion, it's because there's something catastrophic happening. And it's none of your fucking business. Because all that the Republicans do is add chaos and trauma to this country. You realize that? He's as racist, he's as homophobic and hateful as they are. And that's all, that's all. They want to have permission to be ugly and racist and Nazi and... Well, let's listen to these women.
Still be alive when we frame he is. And
So you want John F. Kennedy Jr. to be Trump's VP candidate?
Of course not. Yeah, of course we do. Absolutely.
But
Yeah, because I
the
think
big
it'll
problem,
change the world, because if he's dead and all of a sudden he comes alive,
I guess
isn't
that would
gonna
change
be a
the
shock
world.
to the world?
The shot heard around the
I
world.
mean, that would be a shock, but he is dead, though, right?
Nancy Pelosi actually had a whole busload of people in there as props.
Nancy who?
I'm not pronouncing her last name correct.
Oh, yeah, you hear, right? I don't pronounce, because that's what they do. I know I've been calling them Republicans, but that's only because they can't say the name of the Democratic Party, which drives me up a wall, too. It never stops.